get down.
Welcome, everyone, to the second episode of 2022. How are you all? Welcome to the live show. Hello, chat room. Please put a little welcome, hi, hello, how are you in the chat room so I can see that you're all here. Let me just have a go through of the chat room and I will see who's here. Let me scroll. Alrighty, we've got John and Di from geostuff.com.au. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. You managed to make it. Not too busy. That's nice. Oh, one of my Patreons, Julie. Welcome, Julie. Thanks for joining us. And Thomas Tank Engine, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. DTY, another Patreon. Thank you. And Darren Archer, another Patreon. Must be Patreon night. Hev Walker, one of my new Patreons. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Sandy, all the way down from South Australia. Yay, you made it back in time. That's good. You're not going to miss a second. That is awesome. Oz Fox, g'day, mate. Thanks for joining us. That's awesome. And Di Gowans, thanks for joining us, Di. Oh, so cool to see you all here. Kitty Catch, woohoo! Another Patreon of mine. Come on in. Oh, that's a good one. Peldro. Oh, I can't even read that one. Peldro GC. Hi, how are you? You have to tell me your geocaching name. Hey, Rapidly Wild is here. Thanks for joining us, Heidi. That's awesome. And Tim, all the way up in Queensland. Thanks for joining us, mate. That is awesome. Thanks for submitting a photo in the photo comp. That was a wicked photo too. All right, so welcome to you all watching live and welcome to the replay viewer or listener. Thank you for joining us later, better later than never, hey. On tonight's show, I'm going to be chatting with Patrik from the Geocaching FoundIt podcast, and he's all the way over in Sweden. So we're going to be chatting about geocaching in Sweden and also what it's like to run a podcast. So you can hear that from another perspective, not just mine. Please chat to one another and keep it PG, of course, nice and family friendly. This is a family friendly show. Thank you for keeping that in mind. Put your questions in the chat and I will get them into the feed and ask Patrik if you have any questions that I don't ask. So that is awesome. Oh, g'day, Lisa. Thanks for joining us, Aquilas. That's awesome. All right, we've also got another winner tonight for the GDU calendar photo of the month for January. So don't miss that. That's going to be announced at the end of the show. Now, if you've been watching our socials, you would have seen that we've got some pretty wicked prizes this month. So our top prize for tonight's show is from our sponsor, geostuff.com.au, and they are very generously donated 2 of the T-Rex head geo coins, which look really wicked. So if you're into dinosaurs, that is definitely a comp you want to get in on. Second prize tonight is on behalf of Darkside Dan. He's from the Canberra region and he has donated one of his very special path tags as a prize, and I'll explain later why that is so unique and why you need one. We also have a special prize from my guest tonight. So to be in the draw to win that prize, you will just need to be watching. Basically, just need to be watching. And we're going to pick a random viewer to win that prize. So that's the Geocaching Down Under logo tag. So that was on the socials as well. And then on top of that, I have got a little prize to give away to you all as well. So to be in the draw for the tag from me, you will have need to have solved the puzzle, which I put on the GDU Facebook page last week. So from all the people who solved it and put their entry in, it will be a random draw to select the winner. So I'll do that at the end of the show as well. So stick around for that. Big, massive thank you and shout out to our Patreons. Thank you all. And a special thanks to Lainey at LK Consulting Group for the marketing, mentoring and the coaching program. John and Di from geostuff.com.au, your ongoing support with prizes each month is just awesome. Really, really love it. Thank you. And I look forward to another fun-filled year of continued sponsorship with you guys. Thank you very much. And last but not least, a special thanks to my mum for her support. She is covering some of the cost of bringing you the show every month. So thank you very much. Let's get onto it because I feel like we've got a lot to get through tonight. So let's start with some local and international news.
Hey, PCE, how's this for a location?
Beautiful. You know what? This is my new backyard as well. Anyway, what have you got for us for news?
Excellent. Thank you very much there, SMS. So let's start with the first one. Now, I got a little notification yesterday. So this isn't a mega or anything large, but it is a local event here in New South Wales in the Hunter region. So Geocaching New South Wales, who is the association representing geocaching in New South Wales, they're hosting a couple of events March in the Hunter region. So first one is GC9 DMD, that's the Hunter Expedition. That's going to be on Saturday, the 5th of March from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The next one will be on the Sunday, which is the following day, which is Sunday, March the 6th, and that's GC9MJ7G, and that's the Hunter Expedition Walker Rendezvous, and that's going to be from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. in the Walker Water Reserve. So jump online and have a look at that one. Next one to follow on from there. Actually, let me put that one there for you. So there's the Walker Rendezvous details there. Okay, so the next one following on from that is going to be the Mega in Townsville. That is put on by Cache Queensland. That's going to be the April the 16th. So that's over the Easter long weekend. That one is GC9BVWD, and that one's over Easter in April. So if you can get up to that one, I would put that on the list. It's looking really cool. And I saw on the socials during the week that they have got the GPS maze heading their way. So if you're not already, jump on. You can be a supporter of the maze and help them get it to Queensland. It's quite costly to ship it around the country. So if you'd like to support them, they would be greatly appreciative. I know that much. Following on after the Townsville event, we will have Western Australia Goes Big. That's going to be held over in Bunbury on the long weekend, not the long weekend, Western Australia Day weekend, the 4th to 5th of June. So that one's GC9F6KC, and that's over in Bunbury. That's in June this year, so halfway through. Following on from that, we have our South Australian event. So that one is on the 20th of June, and that's going to be the long weekend. That's on in Clare in South Australia, so that's the 15th to 18th of June. If you're heading that way, get to that one. Then following on from there, now, oh, there it is. Following on from there, we have the, what is it called? Capital Geo Bash. My God, just had a mental blank. So the Oz Mega Committee, they've announced that they're going to be hosting a big event in Canberra, and that's Easter in 2 years' time. So that's 2024 over Easter. So pop that in your calendar so you don't double book yourself. You do not want to miss out on that one. That one's going to be awesome. And then I will just backtrack a little and come back to this year. So the Geo Woodstock in Canada is going to be held on August 13th. That one is GC86VDF. That one's the 13th of August, and then following on from that one is it's on the same screen. I don't even have to change screens. Go me. Is the HQ 20th anniversary celebration, which will be on the 20th, so 7 days later. That one is GC896PK. So they're overseas in America and Canada. So if you're able to get to those ones, they are going to be pretty epic. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to souvenirs. Let me just get to the souvenirs. So souvenirs, we still have Wonders of the World souvenirs. That one is still running. You've got a few days left for that one. That one ends on the 20th of February. So if you haven't found all the ancient and modern wonders of the world to get your ultimate explorer souvenir, you'd better get on that. Not many days to go. Locationless cache, GC8 Neat, that is still available. They have extended that, so you've got to the end of the year for that one. And then Cash in, Trash Out, Season 1, that starts March 1st, which is only a month, less than a month away. Oh, God. So attend a CETO event or host one and get a special souvenir for that. First off the bat, we've got the Juices Wild. Let me get, so that's there, but this is what it looks like, basically. So this is the Juices Wild promo. So you need to find 2 geocaches or attend 2 events or 1 event, 1 geocache on the 22nd of Feb, which is not very far away at all as well. What's that, couple weekends away? Not even. And you can get your special souvenir for the Juices Wild. Following on from that, in April through to May, we have the Blue Switch Day. So that'll be available from April 30 through to May 2. You can get your souvenir for that one. After that, we've got International Geocaching Day. So that's August 20. These should already be in your calendar. Honestly, got to plan out the whole year. Season 2 for Cache In Trash Out, that starts September 1 through to November 30. And then Earth Cache Day is going to be from October 8 and 9. So they give you 2 days to find that one. And then they're going to have another souvenir to wrap up 2022 and welcome in the new year. But they will release more details on that as we get closer. Okay, so let's get to the exciting part of the show. And we'll move on and we'll get our guest on here very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, muggles and geocachers, a big g'day from USA. I'm coming to you from New Jersey, and I do miss you all. Meanwhile, is that time of the month, the time for PCE and the Geocaching Down Under podcast.
Excellent. Thanks for that intro, SMS. So if you don't know me, I am Purple Cache Eater, and tonight I'm joined by Patrik from the Geocaching FoundIt podcast, all the way from Sweden. So it is early morning for him and later in the afternoon for us. We're going to be talking about geocaching in Sweden and what it's like to run a podcast. Remember, if you've got any comments or questions, pop them in the chat room and I will try to get them displayed on the screen. So without further ado, let me bring Patrik on board. G'day, Patrik. Welcome.
I'm sorry, Terry-Ann. I can't hear you at all.
Oh, really?
You're silent, but see, Michelle was...
This is going to be an interesting one. I hope you're good at lip reading.
I'll reboot.
Okay, you reboot. All right, so let me just carry on here for a little bit. Let's see. Who else has joined us in the chat room? Elizabeth Shaw, Shawfoot 24, from Phillip Island. Thank you for joining us. Team's still here. Who is this? Kenny Sasso. This podcast is all about geocaching, mate. If you don't know what it is, it's basically treasure hunting. Jump on Google and have a look up that. You will not be sorry. And who else we got here? Tim Casho. Thanks for joining me, mate. Another one of my Patreons. Bretto77 from Cairns. Oh, thanks for joining us, mate. That's awesome. Alrighty, looks like Patrik has rebooted, so let me bring him back online. Can you hear me now, Patrik? Awesome. More technical glitches. It's always fun. Goodness. Alrighty, so welcome, Patrik. Thank you very much for joining us live. I know it is a bit early in the morning for you, so thank you. How are you today?
I'm very fine, even though it's, it's not that early in the morning. I've been up since 7, so it's like 3 hours since I left bed.
Okay, so not too bad.
No, not too bad. And of course, I get to speak to a lot of Aussies now.
That's right. We'll wake you up, don't you worry about that. Oh, dear. All right, so let's start with some easy questions for you. Tell us, what is your caching name and how did you come up with it?
Well, my GC name, I have 2, actually. My name is Team Bionics, that's the first. That is my personal. And also FoundIt Podcast has its own, in case we are doing events or joining events and so on. But Team Bionics, it comes from a old IRC chat name that is Bionic Pilot. You see, I'm so old that I've been along since we had Windows 3.1, and in that system there was a chat with little avatars that is pre-MSN Messenger. So there you can either choose your own name or have the system randomize it. So I randomized it, and it has been with me for about 25 years now, from gaming profiles to dating apps.
Well, there you go. Really stuck by it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when did you start geocaching then?
This is my favorite story. I told the same in the Where Is It Now podcast, so I know how to tell it. I've had epilepsy since 2002, and in 2009 I got a service dog. He followed me for almost 9 years until he passed back in April 2018. He was diagnosed with cancer half a year earlier, and that meant a couple of visits to the vet station. Well, not a couple, like 10. So, and all our dogs, we had 4 at the time, they had one favorite vet nurse, who also is a dog groomer. And all of a sudden we had invited her to our home to groom my dog. And we exchanged Facebook contact, Messenger, and so on. And after my dogs passed, just a month later, we kept in touch. So 3 months later, me and Trish became a couple, and she learned me about, teached me about geocaching. So from having a service dog to finding my love, so to speak, it took me about 9 years. So since 2018, I've been geocaching.
Oh,
to my
wonderful.
girlfriend.
Oh, there you go, hey? 2 for the price of 1. Found love
Exactly.
and geocaching. Lucky you. Oh, that's awesome. So you've been geocaching for 9 years. What's some of your favorite stats? How many finds do you have, roughly?
First 4 years. Since 2018.
Right.
Yeah, as if today I have about 722 finds and 11 hides. 2 of them are still alive, and 2. I also have 2 trackables that follow me around the world. Well, in Sweden right now.
Yeah, yeah. Now I know we were talking about this earlier. You were saying it's challenging to geocache with the weather conditions in Sweden, so that's a bit limiting for you.
Yeah, it depends where in Sweden you are, but right now we have mixed rain, snow falling all today. I wasn't even sure that I would be able to join because the weather is so bad that my 3G router messes up.
Ah, okay, because of the weather, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh dear. So what's your favorite type of cache to find?
Oh, I like the one we call it sweet spots, or the ones where you can find something or visit somewhere at the same time as you just geocache. Like if you find a cache next to a museum, or if you, well, let's say a lab cache in that goes around the castle or something like that. I'm not just looking for these Tupperware in the woods. I like to go to cities or well, tourism. That's what I want to see. But walking in the forest is always nice.
Yes, yeah. You got the whole range, don't you? You can do cities where it takes you to things, and then you can go into nature and see natural wonders, you know. So that's great.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so let's get on to the podcast. Let's start with, how did you decide to start? Why did you decide to start a podcast?
Well, I've been a content creator since 2018 when I started a horror movie podcast, actually, with a friend of mine from a study group. We're still running up to 92 episodes so far, and I really loved doing it. Well, I'm not an influencer, but I like to educate and entertain. And when we started geocaching, I was like going around searching for podcast YouTube channels, and I didn't find anyone in Sweden. I listened to some American and one in Norway, but there was no Swedish. So I pitched it to Trish in the fall of 2019, and we published our first episode later in like September, I think. So 2020 was a bad year with very few episodes, and first half of 2021 as well. But we found out that international cachers like to speak. So in the late 2021, we are up to the standard release time of episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yes, I know you've interviewed Craig and you've interviewed myself, and we like a chat.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's great. So, yes. So, does your YouTube channel tie in with the podcast, or is that a separate entity altogether?
They are sort of the same, but our goal is to keep the YouTube channel just to when we are out hiking and doing tourism. But of course, we now and then we publish the geocaching videos as well. I love editing both audio and video. I've done it like 170 times now. And if I record like 3 hours video, I might get it down to 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we try to keep the YouTube for just if we visit churches, castles, museums. But we have one video up now where we went a long trail of 20 gadget caches.
Yes, I watched that
nice.
one. It was so interesting to see geocaching in another part of the world.
Yeah.
Okay? So that was cool.
And there is English subtitles.
Yes, that was very handy. Very handy indeed.
Yeah.
So what's been some of your favorite geocaching adventures then?
Oh, my absolute favorite was when we went to... It was actually our very first trip together, me and Trish. We went to a town called Falun. It's in the northwest of Sweden. Not very far from me, but it is a lovely city. We checked in on a hotel in the middle of town, and we didn't use the car for 3 days. We just walked around in the town, and we got around 30 caches. They have a really nice mine and a bunch of museums in that. It's a small town.
Okay.
So yeah, that I think that was my favorite trip. The very first long trip we did together. And of course we have some places around close to my town that are nice as well, but that took the prize, so to speak.
Nice. Sounds like there's quite a few geocaches in the town, so it's quite densely populated if you could walk around and find quite a few. It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm used to, in Australia, things, a bit more spread out. It's usually long journeys between caches. Well, at least the way I do it. Oh, dear. So let's come back to the podcast. In your experience, what's been the hardest part of running a podcast?
I'll take it from the geocaching podcast perspective. That is finding topics at first, but we now usually we just watch the geocaching HQ blog to keep up to date, and since we Swedish people are kind of hard to find who are interested in speaking up in a interview, so that is one of the hardest thing to find. But we also make some episodes for newbies. We have like 5 of them now. So if we don't find any people to talk to or are low on topics, we make one of those.
Ah, that's a good idea. Sort of do a little bit of education.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, so finding people who are willing to tell their story, that is very, very hard.
It is quite challenging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you can find someone who's got great stories, but they don't want to be recorded or they don't want to be on, on camera.
No.
So then that's an added challenge. I've come across that too. I found some really interesting people with some interesting stories, but they don't want to be interviewed.
No.
So that's challenging. Yeah, I found that. So how often do you aim to get an episode on the FoundIt podcast out? Have I lost you? Have you frozen? I think I've lost you. I think I've lost you, Patrik.
She's
You're frozen
really...
on me. There you are. There you go. Now you're
Yeah,
back.
I am here. Yeah. Every 14th day I wish to publish an episode.
Okay.
But yeah, we managed to do it since August last year. But I'm kind of lack of now because I need someone to talk to or some topic to talk about until next week.
Yes. Yeah. That's quite a tight turnaround to interview a guest and edit the podcast and get it out every 14 days.
Yeah. Well, if I record an episode that is 1 hour, I might take 1 hour, 45 minutes to edit it. I'm so used to it now. So.
Yes. You get into the groove of things, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, this is a bit off topic, but you put together a group of content or podcasters.
Content creators.
Yeah, content creators on Facebook. So really to bring everyone together and share ideas and thoughts. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I first decided to go global, I started sending emails to people who had podcasts or vlogs or, Instagram accounts. Like when I spoke to See My Shell or Mike from the Where Is It Now podcast, I know these people can talk and they are willing to talk. And of course, we can promote each other's work. So that's why I decided to. Well, I spoke to all of them, and we shared experiences and software and everything between us. But what about collecting more people in one group, just so everyone can share? Because we have groups for Twitch streamers, we have groups for YouTube streamers, but I could not find anyone with a group exclusively for geocaching content creators.
Yes. Yeah. I know there is the Geocaching Network in America, but I think they don't have many international people on that network. So it's really cool of you to try and bring a real international group together. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And we can all share ideas and with one another and make things happen, improve our own podcasts.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so let's move on here. So on the Christmas show that we broadcast in December, you won a travel bug. And you said to me, rather than post it over to you, what I could do was to activate it, let it go live in the wild, and the goal of it would be to get to you all the way over in Sweden.
Yes.
So I've done that. I've let mine go, and then you said in response that you would let one go over there. So tell me what you've done with your travel bug over there.
I haven't done anything with it yet, but we're going to a event on this Saturday, and I will ask the participants there if someone can bring it. Well, if not, I'll just find a nearby travel bug hotel and let it leave, so to speak.
Yes, I know. It's we were joking a little bit earlier, saying we'll probably be telling our grandchildren about these travel bugs because it's going to take so long just to get out of our respective countries. But let me pop this on the screen here. So this is the travel bug that you're going to be letting go. So this one here is on its way to me here in Australia. And then I don't have a picture handy, but I've let one go that's on its way over to you. So I'm sure it's going to take a while.
I can say you sent me one in Facebook Messenger.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, let me see if I can find that one. Oh, look out. Under pressure. Where did I put it? Oh, I'm not going to be able to find this.
I got it here. If you
Have you?
If you, yeah, just a second.
All right. So Patrick's going to get that picture. So I took a picture of the TB that I let go. And what I'll do is every now and again, maybe once a month, I'll do an update on the Geocaching Facebook page and just let everyone know how the TBs are going so we can keep a track of those. We'll just find out how they're traveling and fingers crossed they can get to one another. But we will see how we go. But apparently our borders are opening at the end of the month, so international travel should be getting easier.
Yeah, they open the Swedish borders tomorrow.
Ah, okay. Well, we're later in the month, so fingers crossed.
Yes.
We'll be able to do that. That'll be good. But yeah, as I say, we'll keep everyone. We'll do an update every now and again of how the travel bugs are going.
Here, I'll share you the picture. My computer is running very slow. It's not used to live streaming, just so people know.
Might be asking it to do a little too much.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go.
There we go. So that one there is on its way to Patrik in Sweden. And then this one is on its way to me. So we'll keep everyone updated and let you know how they're going. And we'll see how we go with travel. Alrighty, chat room. Grub Fred, better late than never. Thanks for joining us, mate. If anyone has got, there you go, Elizabeth. Exactly. So, the little tag that you've attached to mine that's coming to me, Patrik. Tell us what that little horse is.
In Sweden, we call it dalahäst, and if we translate it, it will be Dala horse. It is a handcrafted. This one is by metal, but the original ones are handmade in Dalarna. That is Falun and Mora, and there is one person, Nils Olsson, is called him. He made the original idea, and just to make the antique guy inside of me is pretty starstruck about that, because a horse from the first years when they started manufacturing these back in the 20s, 30s, I think, is worth, about 500,000 Swedish. The very first one, but or else you can say a new one cost about 15,000 Swedish. That is more than a 1,500 Australian dollar.
Oh, right.
So it's very expensive horses, and they are made by hand and painted by hand.
Yeah, I can understand it if they're handmade. Oh, that's very cool. All right, so you've sent me a Swedish icon, and I've sent you the map of Australia, which is also a bottle opener because we do like a drink in Australia. Oh dear. So they're on their way. Well, mine's on the way. Yours will be on the way on Saturday to one another. So we thought that would be quite cool for everybody. Now, before I let you go, I just thought of another question for you. So I presume that you've geocached in a few countries. What's been your favorite country? No, just Sweden.
Yes, just Sweden.
Oh, okay.
As I said, I just started 2018, and during 2019 we didn't go away from Sweden. And what happened 2020? Well,
yeah, that's right. It's been a tumultuous time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you've got a question, pop it in the chat room and I will ask Patrik. Otherwise, I will move on now to the photocomp and show you who won January's photocomp. So, Patrik, thank you very much for chatting with me. Don't go anywhere. You're going to stay with me for the rest of the podcast.
Yes.
Don't run away. And let's get on and have a look at the photocomp. Bear with me 1 second.
Do you think I've got a chance, do you reckon? What for? How about the calendar photo of the month? Let's see this month's winner.
Thank you very much, SMS, for that announcement. Okay, so just get organised here. Alrighty, so this month we saw, I think there was about 10 entries this month for January. So that was super awesome. I love seeing all your photos. Check out the Facebook page. Scroll down, you can see each month. The current month is pinned to the top of the page, so you can see the current comp that's running. But January's comp, let me put the winner up here, and I will just explain a little for you. So this one here is the winner of the photo comp for January. And this one, so this one here was submitted by Greg and Jen Reed. This is a fun cache container called Minty Mint Tin Man. So that's the container there. That one was the winner with the most votes. So thank you for submitting, Greg and Jen. Really appreciate that. You'll be able to see your picture in the 2023 GDU calendar. Now, I just wanted to explain to everyone that if you look at the competition now, a different photo has more votes than that one. But as of the end of the month, Greg and Jen's photo had the most votes. So I wanted to give a notable mention out to Tim Williams, and he is in the chat room. So thank you for joining us live tonight, mate. That's awesome. Your photo here now has more votes, but it's not the winner because it didn't have the most votes at the end of the month. So sorry about that. Very close, but notable mention for you because this picture is just stunning. Now, the little story that you put on it there was that you took this picture a couple of hours after hiding level-headed, which for anyone at home wants to look that one up, it is GC9 MMRK, and you hit that one with the cash owner Caro. I just want to say thank you for submitting this beautiful picture, which I thought was worthy of a notable mention. And as I say, it now has more votes than the Tin Man, but the Tin Man was winning at the end of the month. So thank you very much, Tim. You do have some amazing photos, so feel free to keep submitting those. I really enjoy seeing those. The next photo competition for February is live at the moment. So jump onto the Facebook page. It is pinned to the top of the page, so you can see that post there. Scroll down, put your photos into the comments. Please give me the GC code and the title of the geocache that you were near or at. Don't give any spoilers away. You do need to be the owner of the photo, so don't steal a photo, or have permission from the person who took the photo. And you can submit your picture there and go in the chance to be in the 2023 GDU calendar. And speaking of calendars, we have sold out of 2022 GDU calendars. So that's super awesome. Thank you, every single one of you who bought a calendar. Really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. So, yeah, put in your photos and you could be in next year's calendar. Awesome. All right, let's move on now. So I think this is probably the section that everyone waits for the most. But let's get to some prizes.
Oh, say, can you see? PCE, I heard that geostuff.com.au, that's right, geostuff.com.au is your main sponsor. How cool are they? Thank you so much to John and Di from geostuff.com.au. I heard you got some prizes this month. Let's get to the prizes.
Thanks for joining me here again on GDU. I really appreciate your support watching live or listening or watching the replay. Thank you very much. Now we've got a prize draw. Well, two prize draws from John and Di at geostuff.com.au. So this month, if you were watching the socials, you would have already seen it, but let me pop it on the screen here so you can see. This is prize number 1. So we'll be giving away 2 of these. So this is the T-Rex head 3D Geo coin. Let me just get that sorted. So that is prize 1 number there. And there's going to be 2 draws. So what we've done is we've got 2 tricky questions that I'm going to get Patrik to ask you all. So get ready in the chat room. I will be keeping an eye on the comments with your answers. So if you're ready, Patrik, I'll get you to ask question 1 for the T-Rex head 3D Geo coin.
Yes. Is everyone ready?
Get ready in the chat room.
They are. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Fast fingers, everybody.
Yeah. Using Greek and Latin, what does Tyrannosaurus Rex translate to?
Awesome. All right, everybody. Let us put some music on, some thinking music for you all, and I will just repeat that one there for you as well. So using Greek and Latin, what does Tyrannosaurus Rex translate to? To know from the original, what does that one translate to? Well, hey, we've got some fast answers here already. Look, 2008. Oh, Dave. Angus. Oh my goodness. I have no idea if that answer is correct, Angus. I can't read Greek or Latin. Failing system there. Houston, Texas reckons it's Sweden. Well, that's where Patrik's from, but that's not the answer I was looking for. So according to my list here, I do have a winner. Let me just scroll on through here. And first in best dressed is... Oh, that's going to be tricky. Oh, what do you reckon, Patrik? The first person I've got has only got part of the answer. And then someone later on has got the full answer. I reckon you've got to go with the full answer to be 100% correct, don't you?
Yeah. Do you want the full answer from me? It is supposed to be King of the Tyrant Lizards.
All right. So I reckon Heidi. See, die, mate. The Bebbers. You were so close. King Lizard is close. And then Elizabeth quickly followed with Tyrant King. I think I like Tim's answer here. Thunder Lizard, that would be pretty cool. I think Heidi is the first one in. The closest. Oh, there we go. DTY. Alrighty, looks like you got that one all correct, incomplete, totally. Oh dear. Oh, look who's in the chat room. Mum, welcome. You made it. Excellent. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us live. Angus. Oh no. Did Facebook change their language? My goodness. Well, there you go. All right. Well, I'm calling it. DTY was the first one in with the complete correct answer. So congratulations, DTY. Thank you for entering. You have got one of the Geo coins on their way to you. So there it is there. And we're going to do another one of these on behalf of geostuff.com.au. So, Patrik, when you're ready, if you want to read out the next question.
Yes, let's see. What month and what year did Darksididan start geocaching?
No, that's not the question.
No? Okay.
No,
sorry.
before that. Nickname.
No? What was the nickname of the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found?
That's the one. All right. So let me put on some music for you all to think about, or Google, depending how quick you are on the search button. All right. So what was the nickname of the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found? I want the nickname, not the Latin name, not the Greek name. Holy moly. Angus, you're in. You're in already. There you go. You've redeemed yourself, Angus. Well, hey. Goodness me. That's wicked cool. All right. Good work, Angus. Congratulations. You have got one of the T-Rex head 3D geocoins on its way to you. I will be in contact with you after the show and get some details from you. That's awesome. Oh, dear. Congratulations, DTY and Angus. That is wicked. All right, let's move on to prize number 2. So this one here, let me just explain a little to you. So this is Darkside Dan's path tag. Now, this path tag is very unique because special permission was granted for Darkside Dan to use the Podcasher logo. So he's the only one in the world to have special permission. And as of the 16th of January, he let me know that he has only given out 2 of these path tags. So I am very honored to have this prize here for you tonight on the show. So thank you very much, Dan. I haven't seen you in the chat room, but if you're there, thank you very, very much. That is so cool. So to give away this one, I thought a nice, easy one that you can all answer or at least have a stab in the dark with. So to win that very special path tag, I would like to know the month and the year that Darkside Dan started geocaching. So if you're very quick with searching, you can go and have a look. I want the month and the year that Darkside Dan started geocaching. The closest answer will win. And we'll get one of those very special path tags. March 2011. That's very good. What have we got here? Kitty Cat, she's got January 2015. My goodness, you're all pretty good. You're all pretty good on Google searching here. My goodness. All right, so we've got a winner. We've got a winner in the chat room. Let me just scroll up. So according to me, the first person in with the correct answer was, in fact, Thomas the Tank Engine. Congratulations. Congratulations, Thomas. You will be receiving a path tag from Darkside Dan. So thank you very much. That is awesome. Let me just get rid of that. Congratulations, Tank Engine. I will be in touch with you after the show. Quite a few of you got that one correct. Luckily, you are in the neighborhood of Darkside Dan, so you got that one correct. Good job. Okay, so let me know, Patrik, if you are ready to do your prize draw, and we will get underway. You ready?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
So
let me put that up on the screen. I'll keep talking for a second while you get organized.
Yeah.
Prize number 3. This is on behalf of Patrik at FoundIt Geocaching Podcast. Thank you very much. It is the Geocaching Travel Bug, and he has attached a key ring with a set of cards on it in honor of Juice's Wild, which is the souvenir which is available to us all on the 22nd of the month. So that is the prize there. Excellent.
Yeah.
So
just one thing. I will not post it. I will bring it to the event on Saturday and have it. I will release it into the wild, so to speak. And the person who wins will have their username and, town. The travel bug will go to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
All right. So the winner of that prize, Patrick's going to let that loose in Sweden, and its goal will be to reach you, the winner, here in Australia. So Patrik will be in touch with you and will give you the tracking code so you can follow it in its adventures. And we can even keep you on top of that updates as well on the show. So without further ado, let me share your screen and we will do a prize draw. So before you press the button, just let us know how you picked all these names.
Yes, everyone who has been active in chat today are on this wheel. Well, I stopped taking names after the last question, but I think I got everyone so far. Well, are you ready?
Hope everyone's ready. When you're ready, Patrik, press the button. There we go. Spinning, spinning, spinning. This is a random draw. Who's it going to be? Thomas Tank Engine, you've won 2 prizes tonight. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Oh, dear. Oh, that's awesome, Thomas. You got 2 prizes coming your way. Unless you want us to respin and give someone else the prize, let us know. Otherwise, you have won 2 prizes there tonight. That is very lucky indeed. 3 times a winner. You should go out and buy a lottery ticket. You could be a millionaire. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh dear. So congratulations, Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mate here has dobbed you in and said redraw. Thanks, DT. Everyone's saying redraw. Oh dear. All right. Anyway. All right. Congratulations, Thomas. You have got that travel bug on its way to you. So thank you very much. You've got a couple of prizes on the way. One you'll get soon, and one I don't know when you'll get. Just be a matter of time for the second one, I think. All right. Well, that is awesome. Okay. So on top of that, what I have also done is, let me just share this. So this is prize number 4. So I have this travel bug unactivated, the geocaching logo travel tag. I have this one unactivated in my little kit. So I have decided to give that out tonight as another prize. So we are going to do pretty much the same thing with the Wheel of Names. So let me share my screen. Oh, get out of town, DTY. She dobbed you in. Tank Engine's 20th anniversary tomorrow. Wow. Geocaching for 20 years. Whew. You got into that early, didn't you? Good on you, Tank Engine. Congratulations on 20 years. That's wicked. I love that. Alrighty, let me share my screen here. So let me bring this up. Share that. Okay. So let me go to full screen there for you. Okay, so what I have done here is earlier on, actually not earlier, the 29th of January, I set a semaphore challenge. So I did a stupid little video. No, I did a fun little video made up of a semaphore code where I was trying to transmit a code. People needed to decode the message that I was trying to send and send me the answer in a DM and post done on the Facebook post with the semaphore code. So what I'll be doing is I've collected all the names of the entrants who have entered into that competition, and I'll be doing a random draw from all of those people. So on my screen now, you will see a wheel of names. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this wheel and we're going to see who randomly wins. Alrighty, let's get going. There we go. So round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Oh, congratulations. Ben McCaddy. Good job, mate. Good job. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's great. Alrighty, Ben McCaddy, I will be in contact with you and get that prize out to you. So congratulations to all the winners tonight. That is super awesome. Thank you for joining me live. I will be reaching out to the winners after the show if I don't already have your contact details and contacting you. I'm sure you're all going to love your prizes, so thank you for participating. And oh, there you are, Ben. You are welcome, mate. Thanks for joining in live and thanks for solving the puzzle. There you go. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, that's right, Sandy. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you very much. Thank you for participating. Okay, so if you like the show tonight, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell in YouTube. You can hit a reminder in Facebook as well so you don't miss any of the shows. Join us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can write me in a story and I will read it out on the show. If you'd like to be a guest, let me know. You can do so by sending me an email or you can just contact me on the socials. So you can send me an email on geocachingdownunder@gmail.com. So that is awesome. You can do that there. Follow us on our socials, as I was saying, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Geocaching Down Under. That is that there. I'd like to shout out and say a big, massive thanks again to our sponsors. Thank you very much. Couldn't do the show without you, and I mean that genuinely. Lainey at LK Consulting Group for marketing, mentoring, and the coaching program. If anyone out there does need any marketing, please get in contact with me. You really cannot go past Lainey. She knows her stuff with over 30 years of experience in marketing. And also, big shout out to John and Di, who are in the chat room as well. Thank you for joining us live at geostuff.com.au. Thank you for the monthly prizes and the support. Your generosity has been remarkable, and I truly, truly appreciate your ongoing support. And my mother has managed to make it into the chat room tonight, so that is super cool. Thank you, Mum, for helping to support some of the cost of the podcast so that we can bring you a fun show every month to you all. Thank you, and thank you for joining me live. Congratulations to all the winners once again, and another shout out here to my Patreon. So thank you very much.
Just before you leave, PC, I've got to say this to all those out there listening. A big thank you so much for continuation of your support for the Geocaching Down Under podcast. I think Purple Cache Eater, or as I call her, PCE, is doing an absolutely fantastic job. Now, if you think she's doing a very fantastic job as well, and as you should, then maybe you can skip one coffee a month and have a look at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/geocaching down under. If it's not that, then she'll put the link there somewhere. So make sure you go to Patreon at like $3 a month, less than a cup of coffee, and you can help support this particular good old Down Under Australian podcast. I know I'm a Patreon.
Thanks, SMS. Yes, you are my first Patreon. Thank you very much. So big shout out to all of my Patreons. See my shell, Kitty Catch, here in the chat room tonight. Thank you very much. Kingfisher AU, Snappy Tomcats, also in the chat room tonight, as well as Julie. Thank you. Darren Archer, I've seen you in the chat room tonight. Thank you for joining us live. Captain Roverman, DTY, probably sitting there with the champagne and Chinese again, no doubt. Wollaston, thank you. Benj 5150, Houston, Texas, Dave, all the way over in America. Very early in the morning for you, but thank you for joining. Thank you for being a Patreon. And Patrik from FoundIt Podcast, all the way in Sweden. Definitely joining us live tonight. That's awesome. Thank you for your support. Team Casho, thank you, mate. Hev Walker, all the way down in South Australia, thank you. And two newbies, James 10116, who I met recently, and Darkside Dan, my latest and newest Patreon and also prize giver. Thank you, Darkside Dan, appreciate that. If you would like to be a Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/GDU podcast, and we have 3 different tiers there. So as SMS said, for as little as one coffee a month, you can support this podcast so I can bring you entertainment once a month every month. So thank you all again. That's awesome. You can listen to the show later. You can listen to it on any of your favorite podcast apps such as Spotify. You can rewatch the replay on YouTube or Facebook. So thank you to my sponsors, thank you to my Patreons, and thanks to the near and the far for tuning in every month and making the show an adventure. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a great night, or to you, Patrik, have a great day. And we will see you again on the 8th of March. So I'm PCE from GDU, and it's been fun. And don't forget to get lost so you can get found with GDU Podcast. Thank you. Oh, I've lost my thing. Cool. Alrighty. So let's have a look and see who is still hanging around in the chat room. Who have we got here? Oh, Team Canary. There you are. I didn't see you earlier, mate. Thanks for joining us. That's awesome. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alrighty. Yes, Andrew Bush. You're going to send me your your tagged by Carrier Pigeon. I know it did take a while, but that's all good. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us, Oz Fox. That's great. Yes, another good show. Some good prizes, so that's awesome. Oh, dear. Oh, there you go, Tim. You've got a 40th birthday and a Juices World event. GC9MOV. No, 0V. 04W. Oh, dear. Oh,
I'm having
you're
some
welcome,
trouble
TTY.
coming then, but okay.
What's that?
I have a little bit trouble coming to that 40 years anniversary or birthday maybe.
Might not make it?
No, probably not. My pigeon
Oh.
is late.
You'd probably be better off swimming, I think, at this rate. Oh, dear. Yes, Sandy, thank you to my mother for supporting the program. That's awesome. What else have we got here? Throsby Church. Oh, thank you for joining us, mate. That's awesome. I didn't see you earlier. Maybe you're a late arrival, but thank you nonetheless. That is awesome. What else have we got here? Throsby, yep, going to catch us on the replay. That's awesome. Cool. And Kitty Cat, she said, nice one. Thank you for joining us, Patrik. That's awesome.
I'm waiting to talk to you, Kitty.
Yeah, be in touch. Coordinate. More coordination. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate that. Oh, Jono, yes. A little bit late. I'll have to set that reminder, mate. Get a little reminder 30 minutes beforehand so you don't miss out. That way you don't miss out on the prizes either. Give you a bit of time. Thanks for loitering in the chat room. That's awesome. Thanks, Houston. Hope you have a great day. Oh, there you go, DTY. She's going to check out your podcast, Patrik. And yes, congratulations, Tank Engine, on 20 years of caching. My goodness. I think, what am I now? Geocaching now for 6 years. Ah, dear. Oh, Jono, at the soccer. How inconvenient. Tell the soccer that you're busy. You've got a podcast. Well, there you go. You've got plenty of time now. 8th of March, 7:30. You know when the next show is on. Put that in your diary and tell soccer that you're busy. Priorities. Oh, dear. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight hearing a little bit of a different view of geocaching on the other side of the planet and what it's like to be a content creator. Just something a little bit different there for you rather than just hearing from me. And, thank you, Patrik. I really appreciate you coming on the show as well.
Yeah, I'm happy to join.
Well, now you got to go to work. That's the only trouble.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, well. Ozfox, 18 years. Oh, wow. Good on you, mate. That's awesome. 18 years. That's amazing. It's a long time. That's awesome.
That's about half my life.
Yeah. Getting pretty close for me too. Oh, dear. Awesome. All right. Well, if no one else has any questions for Patrik from the other side of the planet, I will leave you all there to enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you once again, every single one of you, for joining us live. Really appreciate it. Love seeing your names in the chat room and love interacting with you. Hopefully I can catch up with you at an event sometime soon. Yeah, keep interacting on the socials. Love seeing you all. And thank you very much. And everyone, hope everyone has a great night. Bye from us.
Bye from Sweden.